and welcome to the WEX Wakeup. I'm Christy Matino. New this morning, poll numbers. Biden's approval rating is nearing its lowest point for his presidency as he deals with the banking crisis, high inflation, and foreign policy issues that even lawmakers on the same side of the aisle can't seem to agree on. A new Associated Press Nork Center for Public Affairs research poll shows Biden's approval rating sits at just 38%. That's nearing the lowest his approval rating has ever been. That was 36% back in July of 2022. Now, according to the poll, only a quarter of Americans said the national economy is good, and only 63% of members of Biden's party said they approve of his handling of the economy. And Moderna's CEO, Stéphane Bancel, is defending increasing COVID-19 vaccine prices to $130 per dose.
We know by design we're going to have to overmake products and we're going to have to take the returns and destroy them at the end of the season.
Now, this $130 price tag is notably much more than the $26 per vial Moderna was charging the government, noting that estimated income from those vaccines would only be $5 billion. That's compared to $18.4 billion in sales Moderna made last year. And that did not sit well with Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee Chairman Bernie Sanders, who says the price hike would make the vaccine unaffordable for millions of Americans.
Some of us have a hard time understanding how a company that made $21 billion in profit, a company that enabled you and your associates to become multi-billionaires, now comes before the public and says, oh, by the way, we want to quadruple prices.
The Biden administration said they plan to let the COVID-19 public health emergency expire in May. That will set into motion the transition of the COVID-19 response from the private sector. And in what's trending, what would you do if you broke out of jail? Good question, right? Well, for these two inmates, their first stop was an IHOP. So this is a wild story. Police in Newport News, Virginia, recaptured two inmates in an IHOP after they escaped from jail by digging a hole through a wall. 37-year-old Josh Garza and 43-year-old Arlie Nemo, they're both on your screen here, were detained at the IHOP in Hampton, Virginia early Tuesday morning when they were discovered missing from a head count Monday night. They used tools made from a toothbrush and a metal object. That gave them access to a metal rebar, which they used to break the wall. There is now an internal investigation to make sure the chances of an event like this won't happen again. And that's the news on the WEX Wakeup. Be sure to follow us online and on social media so you stay in the know of all the headlines trending in politics.